I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com. What's poppin', y'all? Nah, y'all Drake stans not gonna get away with this one. Number one, off rip, they came out for the Party Next Door album first day. They made sure everybody knew, including Akademiks, obviously, Drake earns the biggest streaming day for a rapper on Spotify in 2025 with 92.4 million streams as a lead artist on February 14th. He surpasses Kendrick Lamar's record of 92.3 million. Very soon after, aka the next day, Kendrick Lamar gets back up there. By what means? I don't know. I'm not here to say that. I don't know. But immediately after, these guys start running crazy levels of not only cope, but they're anchoring us. This is a tactic people will use for persuasion, is if they're saying that, oh, Drake is being held back, by the time you get the sales projections, which are quite late, we usually get them on Saturday. The album dropped on Friday. It's Monday. As I'm recording this Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. We haven't seen it yet. So that's a little bit iffy. And they're making sure we see the rest of this. But Akademiks got caught by a fake post. Say it ain't so, not Big Ak. So many Drake stans got caught with this too. And by the way, I listened to the whole album on stream. It was on Twitch. I couldn't do it on YouTube because copyright stuff. It's on Patreon, patreon.com/helloyassine. But you could go there and listen to it. However, I like the album. I think it's solid. I think it's a good album. But the post that Ak fell for was on a Daily Loud Twitter account. Yes, a fake Daily Loud account. And it said Party Next Door shares and deletes a message on his IG story. It's an album to F to, not sit down and analyze, my guy. Get some chicks. And then Akademiks posts it and says, damn, I'm mad I can't. Tell people it went over your head. He meant 5 things. Don't be simple-minded. And he deleted this after people notified him that it was fake. People fall for fake stuff all the time. I fell for fake stuff here and there, like certain headlines. But this headline is different because it's really obvious if you're not biased that, hold on, this doesn't sound real. If you're biased, you're automatically like, oh man, this is hilarious. Let me post this. Because I saw the same post. And I was like, hold on, what the hell? There's no way Party Next Door says. It doesn't even sound like something Party Next Door would say. Like I said, I've been listening to Party Next Door for over 10 years, since the first PND project. And I've seen how he behaves throughout social media. He's not doing stuff like this. Maybe if it was Ty Dolla $ign, I would consider it. But I'm like, nah, this doesn't make sense. So then I look into it for an extra 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, they got me. It was a funny post, though. Very funny parody post. But Akademiks continues. He posts someone else saying, so I searched for Kendrick on Spotify, and GNX pops up, as it should. The most recent album will pop up for any artist. Then I go ahead and search for Drake and Party Next Door, and SS4U doesn't pop up. Spotify on some BS. Now, he must be capping because I look it up on Spotify, and I see both. I just type in Drake, and I see both. Now, granted, this is algorithmic, so it shows you what the algorithm is showing. But yeah, I type in Drake, my top result, and it's all the songs section. It's all songs from the album with Party Next Door. It's even first up when you click on his page. So this is cap, and people are saying it's cap. And then there's the Apple Music trending, and he's saying fans are unable to find the Drake album in the Apple iTunes store despite searching Drake, Party Next Door, SSS, and some songs. I'm like, what are you talking about? You just go, number one, nobody's on iTunes like that. We're on Apple Music, and you open up Apple Music, and you can see it everywhere. You open up Spotify, Drake is on the cover of the majority of playlists. And Akademiks had this theory, which made perfect sense, and he probably had information that UMG wasn't going to release this, and it was just going to be Drake as features instead of a collab project. But this is an official collab project. So we see OVO, Republic, UMG. So Santa Ana Label Group is what OVO is under. And then there's Drake, who's under Republic with UMG. So UMG dropped this project. They allowed it to go out. This seems like it's getting the regular level of promo of any other Drake project. But people like Akademiks and Drake stans, they want to prepare you, and they want to create this narrative that the industry is against Drake, and it's because he's suing them, so that when the sales come back, and Kendrick stans, I'm not going to lie, Kendrick stans are some of the most annoying people I've had to deal with in the past couple of weeks, because all I said was, yo, I'm really excited to listen to this next Drake project, see what he's got to say. He sounds really motivated after being on tour. That was a cool touch he had with the bullet holes in his hoodie. And they're just foaming at the mouth, looking at me like I'm crazy. It's like, what? What the hell just happened? I'm not allowed to like the guy's music? That's a you problem. And people are just trying to put you into this bucket where you're on one side or on the other. Hey, listen, man. If you've got a dog in this fight, that's on you. If you're getting paid by one of these guys, good on you. Apparently, Akademiks isn't getting paid by these. Well, he's getting paid by both sides. He's just more of a fan of Drake. But I'm saying anybody else, if they're getting paid, I understand. But if you got to go to work to get paid and then you're on some sort of side and then you fall for the marketing ploy of, man, there's going to be a cleanup going on in hip hop. We're going to bring back some feeling that hasn't been here for 20 plus years. If you think about it, it's really just nostalgia and this idealized version people have of the past, because even back then it wasn't like this. And they think that the West Coast is going to take over. Not happening either. With all due respect to the West Coast, they don't need to take over. That's like saying German hip hop is going to take over America, like the world. The comparison here is that the region is so big itself that it's self-sustaining. Cali is so big, it's self-sustaining. It doesn't need to spread. And it won't spread. It's just too hard to palate for the majority of America. Kendrick Lamar, though, that's different. So there's not going to be this great movement, and Kendrick Lamar is weaponizing the fact that people believe that he's some sort of savior, messiah of hip-hop, and he angled it perfectly. Like, the guy's a brilliant, brilliant mind, not just in creating music and writing lyrics, but in crafting narratives and planting seeds in fans' heads so that they fight for him. Now, fans genuinely believed that Kendrick Lamar was not on the internet for years. Are you kidding me? This guy was prepared for any and everything that Drake put out. This guy's on the internet consistently, and he's made every proper move. So Drake stands, we're getting back to them right now. I'm belt to ass on these guys. We're not, if these sales are lackluster, keep in mind my predictions were quite low. So I'm not gonna be an individual that's going to cap. If they do 200 something K, that's outstanding. Now, Kendrick stans are going to try to hate on that, but you've got my mark right here, February 17th. If these guys do 200K, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you it's outstanding, because that is outstanding numbers for these guys to do first week. Whatever tools that they use to get it. Now, some people will try to say that's a flop. That's on them. That's not me. But just don't, make sure while you're browsing, while you're scrolling, you're aware of what's going on, because it's easy to get pulled into one side or another, especially if you just enjoy keeping up with what's going on. It's like you're getting Fox News and CNN or MSNBC, but within hip hop. You're like, man, can I just get some hip hop? But that's just such a minority. People want to pick teams. It's enjoyable for them. It's like sports. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Do you think that Drake stans is scared? They're trying to set it up like he's being held back with straight cap. Like, this guy's getting as much promo as he did on CLB. And CLB dropped. CLB had a longer run of promotion from Drake. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to helloyassine.com. Thank you for watching. Peace.